So in Montessori, we focus on the whole child, and that doesn't mean just focusing on the academics. That also means focusing on their social and emotional development. So I think it starts with a commitment from both the family and the school of our shared values, right? We care about the environment, we care about people, we care about justice, we care about equity, we care about inclusivity, and families who come to our school care about the same things we care about. And so that already sets the level playing field. So at the very youngest age, there's a Montessori curriculum called Grace and Courtesy. And what that does is teach you to, look out for others, to be kind, to not cut in front of line, or to push in your chair, or to do some things that are just courteous to running the entire classroom and being a good citizen of the classroom. Those little small things with 3, 4, and 5-year-olds are really powerful and give them a lot of sense of accomplishment and a sense of being part of something bigger. In the older grades, they have community jobs. They, for example, take care of all the recycling for the whole school. So they collect it all, they bring it all, they love to rumble those very large recycling bins through the hallways of the school to bring it out to the sidewalk. That's their task. Upper elementary has other tasks, such as serving the hot lunch program. So the younger kids do see the older kids serving the lunches. They're getting served their lunch by an older child. And then there's some level also of, when I get to be older, I'll be able to do that important job at the school. And middle school has not only service to the school, but they have service outside of the school. So we have local community service that we do on a regular basis. And then they also have service projects that they work on. I know one student did a Zoom call to a senior center where he did tech help. Once a week, he would do a Zoom call and they would set it up, and then seniors, people could bring their iPhones and find out how to make the font bigger or something like that. It is building that sense of you are part of a bigger thing. You're part of a bigger universe. And one of the concepts in Montessori is to teach from the out to the in, instead of traditional school is to start with, this is my family, this is my home, this is my city, this is my state, this is my country, this is my world. That's how the standard social studies curriculum goes. In Montessori, we always start with, this is the universe. And then you work your way down as you get older and older. It matches with their developmental needs of thinking big as very young children. And by adolescent age, they are a little bit more self-centered, that as they should be. They're naturally that way. And so you don't get to the self until they are ready to talk about themselves. So I think being able to advocate for yourself is one of the greatest skills that we could ever give any child. Being able to ask for something that you need and have a person in a position of power give that to you. Whether it's, from a kid perspective of getting a new pencil because you've lost yours at a very young age, or an adult perspective of asking someone for a raise, right? There's a lot of power in being able to approach someone, ask a difficult ask, and get an answer. So that is encouraged across the board. I'm constantly have little handwritten darling notes in my mailbox that say, Dear Mary Beth, is it possible for us to have blah, blah, blah? If I can say yes, if it doesn't involve a lot of strange things, I do try to say yes as often as I can so that they can have that opportunity of asking a person who's in a position of power for something and receiving it, or receiving part of it, or receiving, if it's a no, at least receiving the reason why. And, parents will tell me these funny stories about how, well, I chose Bowman because I wanted my child to become a strong, independent thinker. But then my child began to advocate for later bedtimes and advocate for themselves. And I realized I sent my child to Bowman and they did become a strong, independent thinker.